The Forsaken Hunter is about to kick off, and with it, Golden Sands should be being restored to its former glory, and the Lost Sands adventure will go down in the history books, for us players that is. For Rare, I believe that this was just one big, giant test for Season 8. Something that none of us noticed, something that they could get under our noses to secretly plan for the future. Alright, so to kick things off, let's talk about the key aspects of Lost Sands. What made it special and memorable? Because let's be real, the adventure itself was pretty boring. So why did people keep playing it over and over and over again? Well, the answer we all know. Lost Sands was a fight between two sides. Sides which the player can choose. Sides that whichever one would impact the Sea of Thieves forever. The fact that players had such a big impact on the coming updates, and the fact that we didn't know what would happen, prompted us to keep fighting for whichever side we wanted to win. That's what made it so incredibly memorable. However, as mentioned, I think Lost Sands was just one massive test. A test to see how the community will react to this type of content. To explain, let's take a look at the roadmap that Sea of Thieves gave us at the preview event in January. Here, I want us to draw our attention to Season 8. The content plans for this season are expanded roleplay and quest types. Expanded roleplay options originally, I thought, meant things like costumes, being able to roleplay as characters, etc. But then in the preview event, they talked about how we're going to be ultimately deciding the fate of our beloved Golden Sands, which they teased were going to be essentially getting roleplay, which we did. And with us nearing what's quite possibly going to be the climax of the current sub-arc in the whole of the Flameheart arc entirely, it's my belief that in Season 8 we're going to be seeing similar types of content like in Lost Sands, exactly the style that we got, but on a much, much bigger scale. I think we could honestly end up finally seeing a Reaper hideout, not that we don't already have that, but I mean one with the hatch finally being open. The Reaper's version of the Athena's Fortune hideout. What will be cool though is if you can only pick one side. This would ensure that there's no bias, and what do I mean by this? Well, the issue with Lost Sands is they rewarded both sides, and to get the title, you had to fully complete both sides. This is an issue because as myself, I'm an Athena supporter. I was on the side of Merrick. But due to the rewards and titles of the servant side, I had to do that path a couple times. The path I didn't want to do because I knew I was contributing to the demise of Golden Sands forever. So let's roll with this idea of being able to choose our own path. The other part of Season 8 is new quest types. This would tie in perfectly with the idea of picking sides. Depending on what side you pick, they give you different quests to do. However, at first glance, that's what it appears to be. But in actual fact, notice the terminology they use. New quest types. Not new quests, new quest types. Therefore, I personally think that tying back into the idea of choosing sides, they'll send us on a new type of quest. Not one to get loot, no. Although it may reward loot as a bonus, but one to advance the side's plans. One to sabotage the other's efforts. It's my belief that Sea of Thieves is about to go to war. Imagine two massive pirate hideouts, with Athena getting a revamp, expanded leveling, loads of new rewards, new progression system, new quest types, as two sides fight for control over the Sea of Thieves. One big war. Flameheart and the Servant of the Flame on one, the Pirate Lord Bell and the many other characters on the other. Now of course, there are a couple issues with this. Number one is that sadly, the truth is, no matter how long it takes, Flameheart will eventually be defeated. The Sea of Thieves' story arc will progress beyond the flame. Whether that's a matter of weeks, months, or even years, the good guys will win. It's a story about pirates that are fighting for the Sea of Thieves. Sure, in a hypothetical situation that the Reaper's side wins every single major decision point and the Sea of Thieves is brought to its absolute knees, Rare can just introduce a set of 5 to 9 tall tales that wrap up the entire arc and see pirates defeat Flameheart in one massive battle. Sure, the Sea of Thieves may endure hardship, loss, and sadness if this did happen, but the end result, the ultimate outcome, will be the same. Flameheart will lose. And secondly, the Dark Brethren. These folks are a group that we haven't seen in literally a year on Wednesday as of putting this video out, and that's saying something. They've got some quite important characters. Duke, Wanda, Davy Jones, who is alive, he's trapped, the Gold Hoarder, presumed dead, and the Siren Queen, also presumed dead. However, on the key art that we have for the Forsaken Hunter, if we zoom in on the journal, we can see a picture of Wanda and her unknown associate, as first seen in the Thoughts of Forgotten cinematic trailer. And may I point out, this journal was actually recently changed. Before the change, the journal was the Ferryman's journal. Anyways, I digress. I think that the Dark Brethren could very much be making a return, as they are a very powerful bunch on the Sea of Thieves, which could cause complications for this war between Athena's Fortune and the Reapers. The final question to ask is, where the hell is Stitcher Jim? This once important semi-neutral character has literally disappeared off of the face of the earth after his daddy Flameheart tricked him into throwing his arm into a literal burning chest. I mean, seriously, this man created the chest. This man wanted to help Flameheart return the Ashen Lords and organised the ritual he was subject to. How does he not know what he's getting into?
The return of the Ashen Lords! It's going to be spectacular! My arm! It's burning! What have you done to me? An unwitting sacrifice.
Anyways, after his arm was melted off, no, seriously, in the role-playing game it says he survived, wasn't turned into an Ashen Lord, but he's now only got one arm, we've not seen him since. Like, where the heck is this guy? He's power hungry and will literally fight for anyone.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
This guy can't just seem to get on the right side of history. But yeah, hopefully we'll be seeing him make a return. Hopefully he's had more than enough time to reevaluate his life choices after his failed transformation. But anyways, there we go. To summarise, Season 8, in my opinion, is going to be heavily role-playing based. We're going to be able to pick sides where the Dark Brethren will probably pose a threat there. It'll be a full-on war for the Sea of Thieves with brand new voyages taking us across this realm we call home to either fight for the Reapers or to fight for Ramsay, the Pirate Lord, sabotaging or helping the others' plans. Anyways, that does just about bring us to the end of the video. Let me know what you think of all this down in the comments below, as I'm genuinely interested to find out. And if you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like, it helps out an absolute ton. And subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest Sea of Thieves news as and when it comes out. And while you're at it, why not hit the bell as well? And if you do want to go the extra mile to really support the channel, you can become a channel member for just a small fee a month to earn loads of cool rewards and perks. So anyways, apart from all that, thanks for watching and I'll see you later.